Hi, did you know that even when we make mistakes, God still loves us? Let's listen to the story of the prodigal son.
There once was a father that had two sons. One day, the younger son said to his father, "Father, could you give me my inheritance?" Inheritance is money the father would give his children after he had died. So the father thought about it and decided his sons could have the money now, and he split it evenly between them. Very soon after the younger son received the money, he decided that since he had so much money, he would move to a different country and have some fun with it. When he left for good. He took every last thing he had and didn't plan on returning. He wanted to be a grown-up and spend all his money how he wanted with no one to tell him what to do. This probably made his father very sad, and I'm sure he missed him very much. While the son was gone, he spent all the money he had right away. He didn't think to save any of it. He ate out every meal, every day. He threw wild parties and spent money on many other things that God wouldn't be happy with. After he had spent all his money, the country he was living in became very poor, and they hardly had enough food for everyone. The son was in trouble. He had no money, no place to live. He had nothing to eat, so he had to get a job. The only job he could find was feeding pigs. He was so hungry. He tried to eat the food that the pigs were eating. But his boss caught him and told him if he ever saw him doing that again, he would lose his job. That night, as the son was walking home, his stomach wouldn't stop growling. He was so hungry. The son went to bed hungry, and when he woke up, he realized something. When he lived with his father, even the hired men had more food than they needed, and now he was starving to death. At that moment, he made a plan. He would go back to his father's house and say to him, "I have sinned against God and against you. I don't deserve to be called your son. So hire me, and I will work for you." It took the son a long time to get home, but while he was still a long way off and he could see someone notice him and start to run towards him, he was sure that they must have been expecting someone else. No one would be excited to see him. As the person got closer, he realized it was his father. And he was yelling, "My son, my son, you are finally home." He couldn't believe it. His father threw his arms around him and kissed him. But the son quickly said, "Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I don't deserve to be called your son." The son wanted to continue, but the father said to one of his servants, "Quick! Bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the biggest calf and kill it. Let's have a party."
Wow, isn't that amazing that his father just was waiting for him to come home? And guess what? When we sin, when we make mistakes, when we disobey our parents, never think they stop loving us. They will always love us. They will always take care of us. All we have to do is come home. All we have to do is say we are sorry. And all we have to do is try our very best to please God in everything we do. So that pretty much sums up our cheer for today. I'm going to ask you, how long will God love you? And you're going to say, forever. I'm going to say, how long will God love you? And you're going to say, forever. Are you ready? Let's try it. How long will God love you? How long will God love you? And never forget that even when we make mistakes, even when we do things that are not pleasing, all we have to do is say, I'm sorry. Our parents will still love us. God will still love us. And we can still have a great life. Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.